Today's subject is how to be consistent. Are you the type of player that one day you're playing great and the next day lousy? You know, the next day you feel, man, I just don't have my touch today. My feel is horrible. It could be that you have too much racket head play with your stroke. Okay, you're moving the racket around too much during your stroke, or you're trying to make last millisecond adjustments to your shot to hit it where you want it to go. So you really have to learn to swing from the shoulder, and the entire hitting arm is swung as one unit that has to be swung, you know, in unison. So, you know, if you have too much racket head play, you're not going to be consistent. So you really have to learn to keep your swing short, simple, compact, and get that arm moving in unison as a unit. That's the key. You don't want racket head play, and that'll prevent that. A good drill for you is just to put your non-hitting arm behind your back, and then just stand there and take that swing and actually close your eyes and just see what it feels like to swing from the shoulder. So my eyes are closed here and I'm just swinging from the shoulder, and I can get a feel for what it feels like to have the shoulder as the hinge on the swing. Okay, and the arm is moving as a unit. Okay, there's no racket head play. If you have an Eastern grip and a semi-Western grip and the racket face is slightly closed at the low point of the backswing, when you swing up from the shoulder, you're guaranteed vertical here when you're hitting the ball. That's a nice thing to have, guaranteed vertical every time you hit. Okay, so if you learn to just use that shoulder as the hinge, you're not going to have that extra racket head play. But remember, you have to be at an Eastern or semi-Western grip. So let me demo that for you. Okay, so the key is to make that shoulder the hinge. You don't want a lot of racket head play. So you can put your arm behind your back just to really give you the feeling, what it feels like, you know, to make that shoulder the hinge. Once that racket is set, it's moving, the whole arm is moving as a unit. Okay, here you can get a good look at it in slow motion. Okay, good shoulder turn there. The racket comes back in a closed position. Now I'm setting the racket here. I'm holding a semi-Western grip. Okay, now everything is set at this point. I'm a foot below the contact point. Got a semi-Western grip. Now the arm will move as a complete unit from the shoulder. Well, I hope you enjoyed that tip. Remember, get that arm swinging from the shoulder as a unit. Get an Eastern, semi-Western grip, and you're guaranteed vertical at contact, and you'll have very little racket head play in that contact zone. And that's going to make you a much more consistent player. For more tips like these, please go to my website, or you can get my entire rock solid forehand course in the description box below. All the best and happy hitting. Take care.